Hi, I'm Tammy Abdo, and if you're planning on spending between $900,000 and $1 million in the Tampa Bay area, you're probably expecting something that feels like luxury. But here's the reality. In this market, $1 million doesn't always buy what people think it does. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what buyers actually purchased within the last 30 days in Pinellas, Hillsborough, and Pasco counties. These are not listings, these are not asking prices, these are homes that actually close the last 30 days. And what you're going to see is the difference between $1 million home in one area and $1 million home in another area can be super dramatic. Some of these feel like true luxury, and others, well, they might make you rethink what $1 million really gets you. Let's take a closer look. Before we jump into the homes, here's what's important to understand. The $900,000 to $1 million range sits right at the edge of what many buyers consider luxury in Tampa Bay. But luxury here is very location dependent. In some neighborhoods, this price point gets you a beautifully updated home. In others, you're paying primarily for land, location, and proximity to water. For this video, I pulled homes that sold between $900,000 and $1 million across Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, and Pasco County in the last 30 days. So this is current. This is what buyers are actually paying, not what sellers are hoping to get. Let's start in Hillsborough County. All right, let's have fun and see what Hillsborough sold within the last 30 days in that price point. So we're gonna take a look here. Sold in the last 30. Looking at Hillsborough County. Single family homes. Within that price point, everything's all checked off. And it looks like 29 homes sold within the last 30 days. So here's a map of the Tampa Bay area, and it looks like a majority or a good portion of them sold in this South Tampa area district. A little bit on North Tampa, you've got Odessa, Cheval, Carrollwood, and some parts of New Tampa up here, and very few over in Apollo Beach, Brandon, Riverview area. So let's take a look to see what we got going here. Let's take a look at this one. Now this one sold for $1,020,000. It looks like this is a new construction home in the Midtown district, move-in ready, 5 bedrooms, 4 bath, a little over 3,300 square feet. So this is a prime location in that Midtown district in Tampa, close proximity to the airport, dining, shopping, I mean, you name it. You've got everything within a 5-minute walk if you wanted to. And it looks like this was new construction, and they did have seller concessions of $15,000. So let's take a look at what this home actually looks like inside. Now this is a new construction home, so we're probably gonna see a couple of stage photos and then probably the finished work. So here we've got a nice living area. These are definitely staged, but at least you get to see some of the finishes as far as like some lighting, additional lighting, tile flooring. I love the look that they were going for, very boho chic. Large windows, it looks like a lot of natural light. Beautiful primary suite, good size and spacious. You've got some really great pavers and aesthetically lovely front curb appeal. Decent sized lot, especially for that downtown Tampa area. So here we are. This is the actual home of what the builder actually gave you at closing. So you've got your basic kitchen with your island, stainless steel appliances. Love the cabinetry color. Gourmet, that looks like it's 36 inches. Single sink, spacious, nice open floor plan. Love the amount of light and windows that you're getting in. Carpeted. Bathrooms look nice, double sinks, lighting, But as you can see here, at $1 million, you're thinking more luxury, but you have some really nice finishes, great looking bathroom. But what you're really paying at this home is the location and proximity to entertainment, dining, airport, highways, and so forth. So this is what $1 million gets you in the Hillsborough County area. Definitely lovely modern finishes. All right. Usually at this price point in Hillsborough, you're often paying for proximity to downtown Tampa, established neighborhoods, and convenience. But even at close to $1 million, you still may compromise on lot size and true waterfront access. This is what I would call near luxury. It looks great, it feels elevated, but it's not always estate level. Now let's compare that to what buyers are getting in Pinellas County. All right, let's do a search and see what Pinellas has to offer at $1 million. So it looks like Pinellas sold 32 homes within the last 30 days in the same price range. Let's take a look at that map. Now Pinellas, you're seeing a pretty big area. You're seeing everything as north as in Tarpon Springs to Clearwater, Madeira Beach, and St. Pete Beach, which is the most southernest point here. And if you are a beach lover, I will tell you that St. Pete definitely has some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. We actually got married in Fort DeSoto, which is around here, by the way, just a little FYI. But anyway, let's take a look at what $1 million actually got us. So let's stick to St. Pete Beach and the area. I love this location because you've got these intercoastal homes that literally take you right out onto the bay. So these are, again, what you're getting in Pinellas County is proximity to beach, water, and lifestyle. Now, when we think of luxury, a lot of the times the homes here can be a little bit older and smaller, but to be like right off of a canal straight into the Gulf, that's like incredible location there. So let's take a look at this home here. So this one actually sold for $900,000, and this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home in Treasure Island, Capri Isle subdivision, decent sized lot. And it looks like you got your own boat lift, which is a must when you're living right off of the bay. So let's take a look at what this home has to offer inside. Lovely green space, but I think really what you're paying for is you're literally on the bay and on the water. So here's an overview. I love when they show photos like this because you can just really start creating that vibe of that beach lifestyle that you're looking for. So lots of aerials to get you in the mood of look at how beautiful that Gulf water is right out onto the bay. Like, I want to go live on the beach right now. See, the boats are already out there. So definitely doing a great job of highlighting all of the beautiful water and scenery that you are getting. Looks like this home also has some solar panels. You've got some terracotta tile roof there. Large driveway, just, looks like a roundabout driveway there. So great for all your guests that are gonna be coming over to come take advantage of that beach life that you're gonna be offering. Here's your boat lift. Just definitely a big portion of why this home is worth this much because of that boat lift on there. Let's see what we got looking inside. Again, great driveway, great space. So lovely window. So here we are. So this home, you're literally paying for location. It looks like it was affected by the storms and the hurricanes that passed through in the last 2 years, and it started being remediated and it hasn't been completed. So you are paying the premium for location, but it looks like you'll have to tack on the repairs for the home. So it looks like drywall, ceiling, ACs, and just your finishes. So you're truly paying for location and land here. This home was affected by flooding, so you're definitely going to have to take a look and consider what your flood insurance premiums are going to be as well, since this home was definitely affected by the hurricanes. But again, like, you know, when we're looking at that price point, you really need to take into consideration all of the factors associated with it. And in Pinellas, because you're so close to the water, that's something you definitely have to look out for. And here's where things shift. In Pinellas, you're often paying for a premium lifestyle. You're closer to beaches, water access, and coastal living. But at this price point, that often comes with trade-offs. You may get smaller square footage, older construction, or less modern layouts. So the question becomes, do you want space or do you want lifestyle? Now let's take a closer look at Pasco County and what that has to offer. In Pasco, you're definitely getting a little bit more bang for your buck as far as house size and the age of the home as well. So Pasco County actually only sold 10 homes in that price range. Take a look at Pasco. And here you can see that most of the homes sold within that 54 corridor, and that's County Road 54 to 56, which is a major intersection within Pasco County that connects the west to the east side. And there's a lot of development and growth within this area. So it looks like, you know, we have some homes that sold within the Odessa area, Lando Lakes here, and then most of it came from Wesley Chapel and Zephyr Hills area. So let's take a look here of what we can find. So let's take a look at here. It looks like this is a new construction home over in Two Rivers, which is an exciting new development that's growing in Pasco County, that they're offering a ton of amenities, a golf course. I mean, this community is going to have state-of-the-art amenities and resort lifestyle that you're definitely going to want more information on. So this home is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, and it looks like we're only going to get one photo because it's a rendering of what new construction gets you. While we're here, let's just take a look at what other homes sold within the area. Here's a resale. So this home is actually located in Odessa, Starkey Ranch, and this is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath with a pool. And this one was listed at $980, and it ended up going for $937,500. And let's see if they had any seller concessions. They actually did not have any seller concessions, so they just negotiated on price based on the number of days that they were in the market. And as you can see here, it looked like it was on the market for over 200 days. So again, beautiful home. You've got your 3-car garage, terracotta clay roof. You've got pavers, lovely curb appeal, double entryway. Pool backs up to pond and conservation, some privacy with some overgrown shrubbery just to create that privacy in the backyard. But this is it's a standard pool that you've seen. Double entryway, you've got nice herringbone laid out tile, has your entry, grand entrance by the way, and it looks like you've got a formal space up front and a den office space towards the middle. It looks like we've got some, I'm not sure if that's staging, but very interesting pop art kind of look that we're going here. Very modern. You've got a gourmet kitchen, gas appliances, some beautiful light fixtures, again windows, extended island, which is a nice upgraded feature from this builder, glass pantry, double oven situation, lovely backsplash, really pretty lighting that you're getting. You've got some trim work in the living room that we can kind of peek a little bit from design, archways, super open layout. Love the glass sliders. That's maximum light that you're getting from outside overlooking to your deck and pool. Super spacious. Love that you can stack the doors open to create that inviting outdoor indoor space. Again, another look at your pool. It's got a hot tub. That's a plus. Hopefully that conveyed with the sale of the property. This is your primary bedroom. That tile goes throughout the home, it looks like. Lovely dual vanity and sinks. Walk-in shower with rain component, which is nice. Spacious rooms. Bathrooms look like they all have a little bit of an upgrade. Looks like an additional bonus area. So you're really getting a lot of square footage for this home. This home is over 3,300 square feet. So you're getting a lot of space for the price that you have. This location, Starkey Ranch, is actually a great location. It's super close to the Veterans Expressway, so you can get to the Tampa airport within 35 minutes or so. The school districts in this area are excellent, all A schools within the area. Here's some aerial photos. You've got that pond and conservation, and then the lots are definitely a decent size when you're looking at the overall of what you're paying for. But again, these are all the differences that you can see within all of the different counties. And that's all I got for you. And this is where your money tends to stretch the furthest. At this price point, you're more likely to get newer construction, larger homes, bigger lots, gated or master plan communities. But the trade-off is longer commute times, less proximity to central Tampa, and different long-term appreciation patterns. Same budget, but very different outcome. Let's do one more in Pasco County for ish and giggles. Let's take a look at this one over in Wesley Chapel. This is a new construction development over in Valencia Ridge, which is a 55 plus active adult community. And when I'm telling you this actually resonates with luxury, is you're all about lifestyle, just the finishes, what the amenities that are going to be included in this community. There's actually going to be a lifestyle coordinator that will be taking care of all your events throughout the community. I mean, they have a gym, a restaurant, a bar, you name it. This is actually what I would correlate to luxury living in Pasco County. So this is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath home. It sold for $968,900. And let's see if they have any concessions. They actually did give a concession of $6,700 to the buyer, but this home was actually a spec home where they had already a built-in incentive of over $33,000 for the finishes. So let's take a look. You've got I'm gonna call this a 2.5 car garage because that other bay is actually a little bit shorter, more for a golf cart than a full-size car. And you've got super large tile, beautifully laid out, double entryway, beautiful lighting. This home actually was sold furnished, so what you see in the pictures actually came with as well. You've got a gourmet kitchen, tons of natural lighting, spacious layout, beautiful pond view from the outside. Gourmet style kitchen again, oversized island, dining room area. I mean, you've got space for it all. You've got your office, dedicated workplace. I mean, if you're an active adult, you're probably still haven't retired yet or ready to retire, so you still have a space for working from home. Or if not, that could turn into a hobby room later if you're fully retired. You've got your primary suite here. And this is your primary shower. You've got a soaking tub, a seating area to get yourself pampered. Super lovely. Again, spacious size rooms, nice bathrooms, just a little details, and then it comes with your washer and dryer, and then you've got pre-plumb for a sink. And now this is your extended covered area. Can you just picture having coffee out in the morning overlooking that pond? Just relaxing. Again, this is a 55 plus community over in Wesley Chapel called Valencia Ridge. And this is what you get for within that price range, another home in Pasco County. So what does $900K to $1 million actually buy in Tampa Bay? Here's the pattern. Hillsborough gives you proximity and strong neighborhoods. Pinellas gives you lifestyle and coastal access. Pasco gives you space and newer construction. And here's the key insight. Even at $1 million, you're still making trade-offs. You're not automatically getting everything. You're choosing what matters most. Time for some questions. Now that we've looked at what buyers are actually getting in this price range, let's go through a few questions I hear all the time. Is $1 million considered luxury in Tampa Bay? It definitely can be, but it depends on the location where you're buying. In some areas, it's just entry-level luxury. In others, is more about location than features. So luxury here isn't just price, it's context. Where does $1 million go the furthest? I would have to say Pasco County typically gives you more space and newer homes. Hillsborough gives you that stronger proximity. Pinellas gives you that lifestyle and access to the water. The best value depends on your priorities. Are buyers overpaying right now? That's a very interesting question because we are entering what we call a buyer's market. Right now, homes are sitting a little bit longer, which means that there's more opportunity to negotiate. So whereas in the past where demand was high and that price skyrocketed, in some instances some homeowners did overpay, now you have a very great opportunity to negotiate better terms and better pricing. What should buyers prioritize at this price point? I would focus on location, lot, layout, and long-term resale value because mistakes at this level can be super expensive. Next question, new construction or resale? New construction gives you modern finishes and efficiency, and resale often gives you better location and larger lots. There's no one size fits all for this type of answer. It really depends on what your goals are. If you're buying in this range, here's what I recommend. First, define what luxury means to you. Second, understand the trade-offs between counties. And third, make decisions based on real data, not just listing information. Because at this level, strategy matters. If you're considering buying $1 million home anywhere in the Tampa Bay area and you'd like a breakdown like this tailored specifically to your goals, my contact information is below. I work with buyers across Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco in this price point. And having a clear strategy before you start touring homes can make a significant difference in both price and long-term value. If you'd like help navigating the process, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to guide you.